So we're taking a look at Lewis here from England, but out of California at the NAGA. So let's see how he does here. Got a no-gi match. I think he's a blue belt in this video against Batman. It's gonna be a tough match there. So a lot of head pressure there. Ooh, okay. Yeah, straight into a double leg. So what happened there? Let's see. So you got two hands committed to the kind of a snap down, but without a really good snap on it, just kind of head control, which is, you know, not necessarily an issue. And then here he starts to change his level, and you keep the hands high around the head. Anytime you're pulling the head down, they've got two choices basically. They can either stand back up, which is where you get your shots, or they can commit to getting pulled down and they choose to go down further, in which case they shoot. You have to be ready to sprawl. He got some good lift on that as well, so unfortunate mistake there. It's the first few seconds of a match, you know. It's intense. It's you lose a little focus there, or, you know, you're thinking about, oh my god, and, you know, it happens. It's fine. Okay, this. Oh, you just took it off. You had your arm over his head. That's super dangerous. Once you're down, drop that. You don't need to control him like that. Get to frames, get underneath. He's got Von Flu options. He's got more control over you than you have over him. So, but you get it off there, which is good. That's fine. Started to look for a half guard as well, which is nice. Risk of a... Oh, you got the overhook with a... No, overhook. You got like the half guard there, so no risk of a back take. That's fine. Ooh, is that a Hanato rash guard on there? Nice. Just noticed that. Hanato versus Batman here. Okay, so we got a full half guard in. That's good. All right, let's see some good work from here. Setting up a Kimura potentially. This phone angle is terrible. It's really hard to see everything. Okay. Yeah, I think I can see what you're looking for there. Is that called like a G roll or something? I think that might be the wrong way for that. So you've got like a Kimura grip, I guess, or you've got something going on there, and then you choose to slide your right knee inside, and then he gets wrist control in your opposite hand. I'm not sure what you are looking for here. Generally going belly down like this is not advisable. If you're rolling for something, you need to have your body curled up tighter. Hard to tell what you're going for here, but didn't work out. He pretty much takes the... Oh, almost takes the back. Sloppy hooks from him. Good scramble here. Got to step over those legs. Now he gets the back. That's unfortunate. Rough start. Oh, yeah. Okay. Looking very relaxed there. That's good. He thought about an armbar there. Gave up on it. You're playing defensively nice enough here. You're not worrying. You're not panicking too much. You're not flailing. You're keeping everything tight. Back to side control. That's good. He's grabbing your wrist and not doing much with it. That's fine. Nice. Back on top. Back on top. Almost. Almost came out there on top. That's good. Some sort of scramble on the other mats over there. Back to a half guard. Come on, ref, reset. There we go, we got a reset in. Yeah, tough. Tough start to this one. Oh, we got to a closed guard. Okay. So let's see what your closed guard's like now. Half guard needs some work. Half guard, you rolled over in a weird position, and it seemed like you hadn't really established the correct grips for any kind of roll. If you want to roll, you're going to roll it in tight, or you're going to have some sort of grip to facilitate the roll. Otherwise, keep in tight, curve the head in, keep the elbows in, and start looking for your sweeps and other things. There's a lot of good stuff like getting up to dogfight, like a 10th planet system, or all sorts from half guard there. You got your Craig Jones style, go for the knee shield. But yeah, the belly down, it's hard to tell what you were going for there. I mean, maybe you had a plan that I missed, but I think his wrist control stuffed whatever you were trying, which is unfortunate. But let's see what your closed guard's like. Close guard is hard work in no-gi. Arm drag, got a wrist, yeah, okay. Good posture control there, working on that wrist, maybe an arm across and back take, or... So your legs are open, okay. Yeah, you were working for something there, opened the legs for a second without really good posture. If he had exploded upwards, you might have been in some trouble there, but he didn't, that's good. I would say don't open the legs until you've got a bit of something going. Then you can open, you start look for your angles, look for your, you know, high guards or your triangle armbar attacks. But yeah, good wrist control here. You're setting up some stuff, generally making him uncomfortable. His passing is a little lackluster. Doesn't seem too confident with it. Back to the head control. Trying to go for a hip bump, I think. Yeah, and then he stuffs the leg and goes over the back again, and you go out of screen. Yeah, the hip bump here, you need to have a bit more control, either a full Kimura grip or something a bit more. So yeah, you get to here. I think you've got a Kimura grip. Yeah, and you wait a little too long. So he's able to stop you from getting as much power in that right leg to step over. If you've got full power in that, you can bump him over, but he sees it coming. He gets a hand there. I would have been tempted here to peel back for a guillotine. If you can feel that his head is high and he's starting to stuff the hip bump, just wrap that head, sit back down. Even if you can't get a guillotine from here, you've got that good control. They've got an arm over the head. You can start to look for the Kimura again. You can start to set up triangles. You kind of overcommitted a bit too much to the hip bump. You tried it even though he had the hand posting on your knee, and he managed to stuff that and stop you from getting over with it, which is a shame. I assume he takes the back. Yeah, oof. Full back control here. He's setting up a short choke. He loses it. Nice. Yeah, he went for the choke a bit too early. Didn't have good control of the posture, I think. So that's good. Yeah, nice and tight here. You're good in a scramble. You're handling the scrambles reasonably well, but you're getting yourself in some really bad positions, unfortunately. Ooh, nasty. He's got like a quarter Nelson kind of thing going on there. Wonder if this guy's got a wrestling background. Yeah, good. Yeah, again, he likes that. Goes for the back again. Oh, he's going for an armbar. Nah, mate, get off. Oh, Kimura trap. He might roll you. Yes, very nice. Good. Okay. I would have liked to see... I mean, this is great. This is awesome. You take the back, you get the choke in. I would like to see in the position just before that. Let's just scroll back a bit. This was really nice. So he dove on this and didn't really have it tight. He didn't have a good knee pressure on the back there and like the pinching control. This step around was perfect. He did a really good job here. This position here, I would have loved to have seen the arm go around for a crossface, those hips really sink in, and for you to just settle here for a second. You've been in these scrambles this whole match. You've had really tough spots where he's not been very tight, you've not been very tight, and you've started these wild scrambles. Just settle down, make him sweat a little bit, because at the moment he's been driving the pressure. Your hips are a little high here. There's not much pressure on him. That's why he's able to roll. You do manage to capitalize and take the back, but it would have been nicer if you could have just kept him there and you set up the back from a position that you wanted it. So you can get a gift wrap from that kind of back side control sort of position. There's all sorts you can do. But yeah, a little bit more solid there would have been nice. But he makes a couple of mistakes. It's a little hard to tell if that's under the chin. Looks great. Yeah, the footage here is not fantastic. Feet are crossed. Bit of a rookie mistake there, but we look like we're good here. I mean, there's more video coming, so I assume this is not the end of it, unfortunately. What goes wrong here? This looks great. How is he not tapping? That right arm's not behind the head. You've not managed to get that there yet. Oh, he gives it up. Oh, I really wonder what happened there. That should have been the match. I I guess he's turning away from you. Yeah, he's a little bit rotated. So what I would like to have seen here, if you can't get this hand behind the head for some reason, maybe he's too far turned over, maybe you're worried about making space with your chest for your hand. You should be able to make some space with your chest. I'm not sure what happened. Take a little bit of time, set up the body triangle here as well, because the crossed feet, it's keeping him in position, kind of, but if he decides to turn or counterattack, it's not as strong. That, white belt footlock is there. You could have also, so the arm that's under the chin, it does look like it might be on the chin a little bit. If you're not happy with it and you want to reset your position, the hand that is under the chin, put that on the shoulder. So you got it like this hand here, just catch the shoulder like this, pinch the elbow down. It's really hard for him to pull that down. Use his shoulder as like a wedge to keep this hand in the right position. Then you can use the free hand to help you readjust, make sure the back position is really consolidated, make sure it's really tight before you go in again for the choke. This position should be the rest of the match. You should be here for the whole rest of the match. He shouldn't be able to escape because you've got great control here and you're just choosing when to set up your submission threats. But yeah, it's a real shame. He turns a bit too far. Yeah, he gets his belly down, so you give up. Try to come up on top. That's looking good. Body triangle here. Good wrist control. He managed to just get it across. Man, that's a real shame. I like that position a lot. So he's going to be worried now. He sees that you're a bit of a threat. Talking to the ref. Some hands of complaint there, maybe. I'm not sure what for. I didn't really remember the end position. Man, he just stands up, thinking about that idiot sweep. He gets it. Yes. Beautiful. Love to see it. Nice and low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Hips down. Oh, your hips are... Oh, you got the arm trapped. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see that. That's good. Triangle. Yes. Okay, so that was interesting. Let's just go back to that. I don't want to spoil the ending. So here, I thought that your hips were a bit too high, but you have your leg wrapped around his arm. So in this position, I like to, if it's possible, get my hips a little higher, use that leg around the arm, and put my leg, wrap it around the arm, and then go around the back to fully pin it, and throw my weight backwards so they fall onto the back. Here, he's too high. He's got a bit too much movement. If you can off-balance him by just kind of take away that post, grab him, close the distance so there's no space between you, and you throw your weight in a direction, he's going to fall in that direction with you. If there is space, then you move and he doesn't. But if you're connected, you get him down, and then he's got fewer escape options. But this worked out okay. You could have gotten him down there. Yeah, that's a real shame. Yeah, if you'd have just given up that post, or like use the post to push yourself close to him, set up a seat belt, and then throw your weight, he'd have been down, and you'd have had back control with the arm trapped. That would have been game over. That should have been out. But we do get this nice position here. He tries to spin out. You've got a full triangle set up. He's got a good rotation there. You're kind of losing it a little bit by going too far underneath. Yeah, I would have liked to see, he pins your arm. I would have liked to see some posting on the hip. You're a little bit too far rotated. Either that or switch the arm. His arm is asking to be snapped in half. He's pinned your arm now, though, so you can just wiggle that out if you can. Slide it up to the shin, get it out. Armbar would have been beautiful here. Yeah, you get that out. That's good. And you go for the... He gets the sub! Yes! It's beautiful. Amazing. I want to see that again. Man, what a scrappy, scrappy match. Whoo! Yeah, so we get this back control here. I guess he might have been a little too high to really go for the back here. Also, his arm is kind of wrapped around the foot. Yeah, this is good. So here, this position, he's in a bad spot. and you're in a great position to finish the triangle from here. He's driving his arm into your face. That doesn't matter. You need to stop him from really rotating around and popping his head out. So either push the hip so he can't do that, or hug the leg and keep it so that it can't step over. Here, I think you look for that for a second. You worry about the arm. He falls down a bit. He's got you very far rotated, which is problematic. Eventually, he overcommits with the arm by pinning your arm down. Tries to pin your arm with his leg. Very opportunistic armbar, but yeah, you managed to salvage the match. I didn't keep track of the score, but I have a feeling you were down on points there. Yeah, so main advice here is the opening is fine. Like, you know, he hit a takedown. It happens. It's the first few seconds of a match. You're not quite in the zone yet. That's fine. I would like to see a little more consolidation of position. You're great at scrambles. You've got this very good sense of what to keep safe, when to go for stuff. Your scrambles are fine. The few times you got good positions, you got side control, you took the back, you didn't really settle into those positions, keep that good control, and then start attacking. You were kind of very light, hips very high, and then when he moved, you started another scramble. Scrambles are always going to be not 50-50, but they're going to be, you know, somewhat equal in terms of who comes out on top. I would like to see you, when you get a good position, take a few seconds to just make sure it's really tight. From the back, set up that body triangle, get that seatbelt in, keep the arms controlled. If you start losing position, you don't always have to change position there. So the back control that you got, let's see if I can find it again. The back control that you got before, he's got your back here. He's rotating out of your back control. Yeah, he's almost belly down on the mat. And your response here is to give this up and move to a different position, which is not necessary at all. You can give up the choke, that's fine, but don't give up the position. This position is so good. Keep that hand, keep the arm, the choking arm, lock it on the shoulder. Use your hand, maybe reach over and grab into his armpit to pull yourself up or to pull him back into you. Adjust the position to make the position really solid. Don't concede it just because it's not working yet, because he should have been done here. This should have been the tap. Yeah, consolidation, I think, is the big thing that you should be looking at here.